we go.
Hello everyone, this is John with Money on the Floor Currency Trader. What a great day it is today, I'm telling you. The John's Wonder Trend Best EA has been killing it for me. Let me show you what I've been up to. Where is the New York box? Right, here's the New York box, came up. I waited for the first trade in the New York box. We had one coming down, we had an arrow out there and I saw it. So I got in right about here and I brought it down. And then we brought it back up again. And then we brought it back up again. Now, with that, we were up about $420. Was pretty good. We were super happy. I'm not me. I'm super happy. Sure. Anytime you make money, it's happiness. But the problem with trading is we make money and we're happy, and then we lose money and we're unhappy. So it has a very high ratio of going up and down, higher highs. Because I can tell you one thing, the best day I've ever had was followed by the worst day I ever had, or even that same day, the best 5 minutes. So the problem with the trading is it can be very high highs and very low lows right after each other. It's horrible, horrible. Just like these big moves up and big moves down. That's why you got to have a system, and not just a system. You got to know how to run your system. And I don't care what system you got. If you got a system that makes money, all you got to do is wait for the New York and wait for it to turn on and get the first couple trades in the beginning. And this was still not easy. This was tough trading, but I did it and I got it through and we made the money and I was happy. Now, the idea is, if you look at this, where do we lose money? This is what the market does. It makes us lose money. If you stay in the market all the time, you're going to lose money here. You're going to lose money possibly over here because it's sideways. It's not going nowhere. It's going up and down. As soon as your robot takes a trade or you take a trade, it turns around. That's what it does. Now, luckily, went all the way down. We turned around. We got in at the bottom and right back up. Worked great. So beautiful. Beautiful trading. That's the way it should be. So usually it's like that the first two trades of every session. And the best way to look at it is on the 15-minute chart. I always have the 15 and the 5 open because the 5 you don't see it as well. So if we go to a 15-minute chart, and we bring it forward, you can see that in the beginning of the boxes, like here this is where was the day? Here's where Asia opened. This is where I was trading yesterday. And we had a beautiful trade all the way up. You got in, you could just let it ride because it just went on and on and on and on. Now in the 5-minute, it doesn't look quite like that. It looks a lot different. So it looks a little bit harder to see, but in the 15, it's very easy to see. So what I do is I look to see on the 15, I got an arrow. I look on the 5. And I look over here and I make sure we got the same arrow. Here it is right here. Now it was a little bit sooner than the market started. So we had an arrow. We were above the 50. We're going sideways. As soon as I saw it jump up like this, I turned my robot on because I knew we were still in an uptrend. It went up. It took me out. It pulled back down. It did not take a trade down because this is still green. And then the best will take another trade at this point. The elite will not. It depends where the arrows are. And then it will trade all the way up. And then right here it will exit. And then it will come back down and it'll take you another trade and go all the way up. So at that point, you need to stop trading. So you got to decide when that is. So it's easy to decide. So how much money is it you're trying to make per day or per session actually? My goal is $200 to $300. So if I come in here and I see $300, I don't care where we're at in here. I'm turning it off. I'm done. I come over here and hit this little red button and it still lets me finish the trade, but it allows me to turn that. Will not take another buy trade. I can still take a buy or sell. The robot cannot take a buy. Anything can still finish. It just cannot take a trade unless this one's off and then nothing will trade. So that's the key. When you turn that one off, nothing works. No closing, no nothing, you're in trouble. So the only way you can close them is the little X's down here. But the key is to get the beginning, like have a routine. You got to have a routine, got to have a plan, and then you got to have your rules and set that all up so that you know in the beginning of the trade, you're looking for 2 good trades. So there's 1 down, 2 down, done. Turn it off. Come over here and turn it off. And especially anytime you see that you have the amount of money, like if you're trying to make $200 a day. $200 a day, a session in New York is going to be $1,000 a week. That's $4,000 a month. Now that's only one session. What if you do Asia and New York and you're making $400 a day? So now you're making 8,000. So I mean, you can see how big it jumps fast like that. And we actually have 3 sessions we could trade, and I trade all 3 sessions. So I'm looking for $200 a session. That's $600 a day. That is great income. Yes, you got to pay taxes on that, and it will happen because no matter what, even if I get paid in crypto, eventually I got to put it in the bank and I got to say where this money came from. So yes, I do have to pay taxes on that money. So I got to be smart about it. Now, the whole thing is all you got to do. People ask me. I just got off of a training call with Priscilla, and I wanted to make sure she understands. And hopefully she understands now. But like I told her, you wait in the beginning. We had an arrow here. We're up against the 50. Even though the chart, the best will know when to trade, you still need to understand that when you're up against the 50 and you have consolidation, that's going to be your best trade. And especially at the beginning of a session, that is gold. Right there, you had it exploding down. You got out. If you just got that one trade and made $200 or $100, how happy would you feel? And then boom, you have another trade. Because I remember trading this. I think I made 150, and then I made 150 up to here. So it kept on going. So it was awesome. So it works out really good. The idea is that you can make $300 in the beginning of any session, and you have to close the chart because the market's designed to take it back. Like right here, you moved up, they took it back. They moved down, they took it back. I mean, I can go over on and on. This is what they do. They move up, they took it back. They move up, they took it back. You cannot be where it takes it back. So you need to make your money and get out. So if you want to make $200 a day, $400 a day, $800 a day, it doesn't matter the amount. But remember, the smaller the amount, the easier it is to do. For me, $200 is very easy. $100 is very easy. So let's say I'm able to make enough money and I can get up to where I got 4 accounts. And I just make an easy $100. That's $400 a day. But that's $100 in each session. So that's going to be $300 a day, which is times 4. So you get that's $1,200 a day. That's a lot of money. So yes, you can make a lot of money doing this, but you have to have a system and you have to have a way of doing it. And this is what I'm doing so that you can emulate this and you can do the same thing. It's the only thing that works for me. I have not found anything else that works. You need to get in, wait for the beginning of the session. Right here is the beginning of the session. You saw you had a green one. You were against the 50 across. Right in here, I turn it on. And it's going to go up, up, up. And it's not going to get out until it gets to all 3 red. And we got all 3 red right there, so it'll exit. And then it'll get back in right here, all 3 green, and up we go. And that's how it goes. And I get out up here, and then I turn it off. I don't, even though it would have made more money, you got to stop someplace. So the idea is to get your money. Whenever you get that $200 or $300, stop trading. Whatever it is, could be $50. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, that number that you want per session. Because yes, we can make $3,000 if you just let it run and run and run, but then you can lose it right back too. So the market has gotten very hard to trade. Even though it's just up, 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 it's gotten hard to trade. You just cannot let something run nonstop because it will take the money back and you'll be at break even all the time. You'll be a break even trader by letting it run all the time. So the only way not to do that is to not be in this, to be at the bottom and taking, like right here is your beginning of your trade session. Let's see, where is it actually? It is, this was the end of the day. That's where New York ended. It was right in here. This is where we had our trades. So I had the trades coming down, trades coming up. You could have taken a couple more if you wanted to. New York's one of the few times you can do that. Maybe take a third, but that's it. Call it done, please. So anyway, I made $420 in the New York session. I got Asia coming, so I'm just looking to make whatever I can get in the first couple trades and be done. And then I'll wait for London and get. And if I don't, actually, if I make enough in Asia, I won't trade London. But there's no reason. Even there's no reason now at $400 a day. I'm happy. But I'm just proving the point. I'm proving it over and over to everybody in the class. So, and if you're having trouble with this, join the New York room, trade alongside me. I'll show you right where to get in, right where to get out. So it's not a problem. It's very easy. And you can take this concept to any asset. Everything is the same. So you got to find out if your asset, whatever it is. So if you're trading pound dollar, you're going to be trading New York room. I mean, that's all there is to it. So if you're doing Oanda, this works the same thing. It all works the same. Look for the first 2 trades in the session. Make your money. Now, if you're going to do Asia session, you obviously try to trade things with yens in it. So, I mean, that's the whole thing. So you got to know your market, know where it moves. Check it out. Go put it on the chart and go see where it moves. And that's when you trade it. Gold moves all 3 sessions. That's why I trade it. But the thing is that you can't trade it nonstop. You have to go in and make your money per session. If you can do that, you will be a profitable trader. You will break the cycle of losing traders. So, and that's why people lose. They just trade nonstop, or they're trading where they shouldn't even be trading. That's the whole thing. So anyway, if you want to make money, it is possible. It is possible to make a living doing this, even though it's the hardest thing you'll ever do. But you have to have a system similar to this that will work. That's all. That will work, and that will tell you when to get in, when to get out. And if you follow that, so you got a system, and then you have to have a system of how you trade it. So you got two systems. So make sure you got two systems, and you'll be fine. If not, you're just going to give the money back. You may as well not even do it, because then you're just gambling. You're like going to Vegas all the time. And that's what we don't want. If you want to be profitable, you got to make money every day. And the only way to do that is to have a system, and then have a system that you follow for that system. And if you do that, you will become wealthy and wise. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Let's make money in the markets. The robots are, excuse me. The robots are still on sale, so don't wait too long, because they will be going up. Okay, bye-bye.